Hi everyone, I'm Dave Mulvanna. I have Mike Godwin here to my right, Dan Schultz to my left. How you doing this week, guys?
I'm doing great.
I'm doing
As you should be.
awesome. I'm doing
As
okay.
you should be.
Doing okay this week.
I'm doing better than I thought I'd be at this time on Tuesday. But let's get started. We're going to be recapping this past weekend's games in the B Division. First round of playoffs. We had a lot of exciting games. We had some
upsets.
That's for sure.
City this week.
Yeah, we had some high seeds, beating low seeds, and low seeds beating high seeds. We had it all. We had it all.
That's pretty much everything that could happen.
Yeah.
I said we had it all.
That covers just about everything.
I said we had it all. All right. Let's start off first. We have Hot Shots B versus Doc's Old Guys All Stars. They did it.
I think we all called this.
I called this.
We all did. I think.
Did you guys? Yeah, but we didn't end up
We didn't
posting
put
the
up the
video
video.
because of a little bit confusing with how we had to change the brackets. But Dan, did you drive Doc's Old Guys All Stars to the game in the van?
I did. They were really cranky. And they were like, I don't want to go play basketball. It's 5. I got to eat dinner. And I was like, listen, you can eat afterwards. Okay? You got to play a game.
It's only an hour.
You know what? It was actually at 4:30. So that was like, that's really bad. I mean, that's like when you're starting to think about
It's almost
dinner.
bedtime.
That's nap time.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, man. That's a really
They
terrible.
probably just
that's a
were
really
they
terrible
just waking up for a nap, or did they want to be put down for a nap?
That's why you know what that explains crankiness. They were probably just waking up from their nap. I had to drive them over here. All I heard was a bunch of whining about how they didn't have a shot, and they're the 11th seed, and they should just take the evening off. But I said, guys, I believed in you. I've been driving you to these games all year long. You can do it. Doc just got back from Jamaica, and I think the good time vibes he was feeling kind of rubbed off on the rest of the team. And as a result, Doc's Old Guy All Stars comes away with the victory, 73-63. Now, unfortunately for them, that means they do have to play another game, so I will have to interrupt their nap time again. But this is still good for them. Gets them to be active, which they need to be at their age.
I think the next game might be 4:32. It's either 4:35. It's an early one.
Why do you do this to me? Why do you do? Sorry.
So let's look at Hot Shots B. 25 points for Temple. 12 points. 12 points for Mike Jones. 14 rebounds for Temple. But what we were afraid of, Hot Shots B were struggling to get players to the game. I actually heard that several of their players showed up a little late to the game.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
It's a playoff game. And they lose by 10 points. So I don't know. Let's give a lot of credit to Doc's Old Guys All Stars.
And us for picking them.
Yes, and us.
Well, they didn't get to watch it, but it was
never
a
get
solid
enough
pick.
We called you.
But we know we picked them. So
We
we can let everyone know now.
True. Now we were just talking about people not showing up. Where was Kayla Miller this week?
I don't know. Rumor has it she is looking into other teams that have like
A little
youth.
younger?
Yeah, a little younger, like youth and potential. I may or may not have reached out to her about doing
She
it.
probably feels like she looks up and she feels like she's the only one running up and down the
Right?
court.
Right? She's the only one I don't have to pick
She
up on the
looks up and
bus.
she's down in the paint.
I
She's-
tried.
No, I saw one game I saw actually have to pick up the cane and hand it to one of them.
No, it's ridiculous.
She's like, "Come on, guys, this is
the
basketball."
fact that I have to be the
We
one
gotta
that,
move.
the fact that I have to be the one that drives the van every single week, and she is younger than I am probably. She could be doing this too. If anything, she should be driving her own team to the game. But I think she can only put up with it for an hour. I mean, you should just see what it's like in the van. But yeah, I mean, I think she might be looking to join a younger team with more potential.
Well, I actually have some breaking news about something I'm considering. Is we have a lot of players with they've been having injured knees, stuff like that. So I'm actually strongly considering a wheelchair basketball league to add to it.
Really?
So I'm thinking
Doc is already signed up.
their whole team could probably form 2 teams.
That would be interesting.
So
And I'm sure,
it's in the works. It's in the works.
I'm sure they would appreciate that and not feel insulted by that whatsoever.
But no, big win. We can joke with them this week because they're excited. We're excited. They're moving on. They're going on to the next round. Let's look at some of these stats here. Brian Mason, 21 points, big game for him.
Yeah, wow. That's a big game for him. 8 of 11 from the field. That's a great field goal
Yeah.
percentage.
Alex Bianchi goes to Jamaica, comes back fresh, drops 14.
With
Guess-
5 assists.
Did he lose like 20 years of his life like on that trip, or did he just
Yeah,
like
he
go
felt
back in
young when he
time?
came back.
Like he felt like he was like 19 or something like that.
I think it was, you know how, where'd Kobe go to get the,
Oh, Germany.
so he just went to Jamaica. They have a whole different process there.
That's
A whole different process, a lot
Now
faster
it makes
recovery time,
sense.
where it's only 2 weeks.
Because the stuff I saw him doing on Facebook, I was like, man, a 19-year-old would be doing these things right now. So, just kidding.
But, you know, Gavin did what he needed to do, 8 points, 8 rebounds.
He needs more shots, man.
Well, obviously they took what they were getting, and they won by 10. I'm going to announce right here today, since the faculty's out, I'm officially,
You said that too early in the video. They didn't know we're out yet.
oh, they know we're out. It's been trending
Trying to steal
everywhere.
my
It's
thunder
been
over
trending
here.
everywhere. So I'm jumping on Doc's old guys bandwagon. I'm going to ride them all the way to the championship. I made my announcement right now. The decision.
You know, I'm on the Hog Mob train
The hot mob train.
and the Elite train.
Uh,
Both of them. I'm back on both. But let's stick to this game, Dan. Don't get mad yet.
I was just getting ready to move on to
Yeah, I'm ready to move on.
the Hog Mob. Next up,
Yeah,
Mike's
here we
favorite
go.
team right now, Hog Mob. First, wait for it. Hog Mob won this
I'm
game.
5-0 when I pick Hog Mob.
I think I picked Hog Mob too.
So
I
they don't care if you
I
pick
picked Hog Mob as well.
They don't care if you.
You know what?
And
It wasn't even that I was picking Hog Mob. I was picking against John Radowski.
Exactly. And you know the best part of us saying we picked Dogs Old Guy All Stars? We picked Hog Mob. No one's ever gonna know.
No,
No one's
we
gonna
were
know.
perfect this
We
week.
still have the evidence right on that camera right there.
That is
I'm gonna
true.
put it up.
We were
Yes.
perfect this week.
No, we were. We always are. But Hog Mob, they're on fire right now. I mean, outside of Wild Style, and I mean, there's so many teams that are hot right now. It's tough to categorize one as being the hottest in the league right now. But Hog Mob is definitely up there. I mean, you got Wild Style, J Squad, in the mix, and Hog Mob that are probably playing the best basketball right now.
Well, tell me if I'm wrong,
I do.
but last season Hog Mob started off. I think they were like 6-0 or something.
Yeah, it's a.
And I think they only lost 1 or 2 games during the regular season.
Mhm.
And then come playoff time, I want to say they were a first round knockout.
Yeah,
It was either first or second. It could have been first. So this season they
They went
started
the
slow,
opposite.
and now they're on a heater.
Mhm.
All thanks to Mike picking them.
Thank
5 straight
You're
weeks.
welcome, guys.
Yeah.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
Spread out scoring, 53 to 45, not a high scoring game. But I think you have to look at John Radowski going 0 for 2 from the 3-point line as being the difference maker.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
If he makes both them, they only lose by 2.
yeah. It's all on him. It's definitely all totally.
I'm just spying. Don't mind me.
Are you alright?
Oh, where are they?
So we have, John, he did get 13 points, 12 rebounds. Look down at Chris Bain, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And then Mark Perkins, 18 points. But, wait for it.
They just didn't have enough offense. That's
Yeah.
what it comes down to.
It's not their game this week. But Hog Mob, Mike's on the train. It's just picking up steam.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have a pretty tough matchup this week coming up.
Well, it doesn't matter. You're going to pick them. They're going to win.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's what you said.
That's true.
That's
You're
what
right.
you said.
Why would I even say that?
I don't know.
So next up,
That was just irresponsible of me.
we have in the mix versus the Fireballers.
This was a really close
This,
game.
this is the Fireballers' first time ever going down in the first round of the playoffs. I just wanted to put that out
Back we
there.
stopped talking about how they beat Wild Style
No,
7 seasons ago.
that'll never, until they change their team name, you can never take that away from them.
But now I can talk about how they got mercy ruled against in the mix.
Tell me which teams in the mix wouldn't mercy rule. There's only a few.
What's that mean?
I'm giving a lot of
They
credit
played
I'm giving a
Fireballers
lot
this
of credit to in the mix while you're just trying to be disrespectful to the Fireballers.
They played Fireballs. They
I can
didn't
see
play
right
anyone
through
else
you.
this week. They
I can
played
see right through
Fireballs
you.
this week. And they mercy ruled.
Yeah, but you're just being disrespectful to the Fireballers.
You're just assuming they would mercy rule everybody else. Just 'cause
No, not
Fireballs
everybody.
Got mercy
Not
rule.
everybody.
I can think one team they wouldn't. But
There's a couple. Come on. Wild Style, J Squad,
the faculty.
Elites, probably Hog Mob the way they're playing right now. I mean, shoot.
Won't
There's.
they say it?
Huh?
Faculty.
We'll get to that.
So let's look at in the mix stat line. Moses Demby, 19 points, 13 rebounds, and he teases us, or 13 assists, and teases us with only 8 rebounds. He couldn't get 2 more.
Could have had 5 more if he.
Lack of effort.
5 more steals, he gets a quadruple double. Moses.
It's one of the closest games we've ever seen to a quadruple double, I think.
19, 8, 13, and 5.
We've only had one ever triple double since we've been doing stats on the website in the B division. Your former teammate, John Boswell.
Yes.
So, but we'll get to that at later date and time.
Championship season where you weren't there.
Oh, that's right. But I still have the championship. That's the thing where I get the last laugh.
Do you have anything to show for it?
I do.
Except
I have
your
a shirt.
floating head?
Dylan Carroll, 12
Sure.
points. Floating head. Daquan Peterson, 19 points. Jimmy Van Zandt, all this talk he was going to be in the starting lineup this week.
He was hurt.
I heard the fans were calling for it. So, if he didn't get the start, I think there would have been a very, very loud outcry for it.
But
so
sometimes people get hurt and they can't play.
it happens.
He had a mild concussion.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, you just hope he doesn't lose his starting job because of it.
Right. You see that often too. Guys losing starting jobs to injury.
Definitely.
You say the coaches always say that
It's their job,
Yeah.
but we've seen it before.
Yeah.
We've seen it before.
Yeah.
I don't think Index
Exactly.
is that kind of organization, though.
No, there's no way. I think if Jimmy comes back healthy, he's in the starting lineup. Moses is just going to have to come off the bench. That's just the way it is.
Well, I think they should have
I think
just come off the bench. He couldn't get a triple double this week.
I think if Moses comes off the bench, he gets a quadruple double.
I'm saying,
He'll be fresher.
Yeah.
Dylan, just rest just rest Moses and Daquan next week against Dogs old guy. I still can't say it right. Doc's old guy All Stars, because come on, I mean just give him a shot. Give him a shot to win. If the game's close, obviously put him in, but rest him as much as you can. And I'm definitely not saying that in the hopes that he might somehow lose. So.
Rudy Enriquez of the Fireballers has a career game.
With the bruised rib, he said.
He's always got something.
I know.
He's always
He
trying to
always has
recreate
something.
a Michael Jordan type flu game with some sort of injury.
He came up to me. He said, "Did you check Fireball's high score? High score
This is after the game?
after the game?"
Oh,
I
wow.
was like, "Who was it?"
So
He
many,
goes, "Your boy was 10."
so many shameless stat plugs over here by our own players.
Hey, there's nothing. That's why we do stats.
That's true. So, well, that's all I
But
have to say.
Fireballers, they'll reload. Rudy's GM, his GM skills are definitely in question right now.
Sure.
And going forward.
Yeah.
Until he can prove to us he can put together a great product on the court.
Mhm.
So we'll find out in the weeks to come. Now, because now that he's out, he can start making big announcements on his ads and who he's releasing and everything like that. So I guess we'll just wait and see. And they were missing JP early,
I know.
and that
that's-
hurts.
Yeah.
And they might have won with him because he's gotten 36 points before the game. So
That's probably the dumbest thing you've ever said.
Yeah.
I'm all about the what ifs. I'll lead over Old School in a forfeit. Then next up, we have Team Battlefield versus Delaware. I would have said it was the shocker of the night,
No, it's not that.
but we know when Delaware has all their players, what they bring to the table. Because even though they took a couple seasons off, I still consider them a veteran team in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, their
They're here for the
defense.
long haul now. They're here for that championship.
Sure. Yeah, their defense. I mean, they were a top team a couple of years ago in the B division. A couple seasons ago, I should say. But yeah, when they had Bill on board, I mean, they're a very, very good team. 17 points, 17 rebounds from Bill.
We call him Mr. 17.
We
17,
can start
17.
calling. Yeah, we can start calling him.
No,
that.
I already call him that.
Why wasn't I told this?
It's just my nickname for him. Because I never knew his last name, so I just call
You
him.
just made that up right now.
No, I asked Bill, I've been calling him all season. 17, 17.
Joe Walsh had 13 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. He can, and Joe Walsh is a player that can get like 15, 20 a night if he has to. So I think the fact that Delaware, they had a big lead, they blew it, but then they were able to close the game out. That's got to give them a lot of confidence, that even if they are in a difficult situation where they get a lead and they blow it, they can still close the game out against a very good team like Team Battlefield.
Now you look at Team Battlefield, Tyler Hudson, 23 points. Tevin Wilson, our reigning 3-point champion, 11 points, 3 for 6 on 3-point line. They just, they need some more scores. And I'm hoping, Battlefield just figures it out, or they need to change their offense. They either need to add scores or they need to change their offense, because Tyre only getting 23 points. But, give some credit to Battlefield. They battled back. They were down a good bit in this game. I think around halftime. Right? Am I correct, Mike?
You're correct. You are correct.
So, tough game for Battlefield. Good season. They're going to come back next season even stronger. We know that. But Delaware moves on.
Yep.
Tyre was actually a little late to this game, so he came off the bench. And if he was in there, there was extra 3. We were just talking about, we're all about what ifs. What if he was in there for those extra 3-4 minutes?
We are in the business of what ifs.
What happens then? We'll never know, but it's a what if.
Now this next game,
The biggest upset in hack history.
I don't know if I'll call it the biggest upset ever.
It is.
I mean, it's ranked right around when the free agents beat the Shooters Club.
Yeah.
I haven't decided which one's 1 and which one's 2 on the list, but I'm gonna sit here for a minute and give a lot of credit to Dan Schultz and Prestige Worldwide.
We'll let him talk.
No one believed in us, man. Everyone was counting us out.
That's because you shot the exact opposite of you shot. That is, you shot during the regular season.
I found my shot now, haven't I? I found
Well,
it.
I wouldn't say
found
that.
it.
You're
Those are
still
the last 2
3
games.
for 7.
If next game, if you go and shoot terrible, and you go and knock out a team that was destined to be champions, like the faculty, there's America's team. America's going to be upset. Now,
Honestly, Dan, it was a long season. Faculty was kind of tired. We didn't really feel like playing anymore.
This is what you get.
So we said,
This is what you get.
we were done with basketball for a couple weeks. We were like, all right, let's give it to them.
Prestige
America's
Worldwide,
not going to be happy.
Prestige
but-
Worldwide needed this game more than the faculty did. Am I right?
No,
Why not?
no, because you
America's
guys,
not happy.
you guys have been chiming
Put
in
down
about
Prestige
your
Worldwide.
Americans team all year long, and then America gets a first-round exit from their own team.
I think we're going to have to be
You
now.
needed this more. America needed this more. You let your country
America
and
did.
yourselves down.
America did need it
You
more.
let your country and yourselves down.
We
How
had
does
to
that
make
feel?
sacrifices for the franchise.
Listen, there's a big conspiracy theory going on that J Squad does not match up well against the faculty, and J Squad is destined to come in second. So the faculty goes and beats Prestige, and then they beat J Squad. We don't even have a second place anymore. How can we run a playoff without a second place? It just can't be done. Number 2s are number 2s.
That's a foolproof conspiracy theory, obviously.
Dan, let's hear what you have to say. What was your game plan in this game?
Our game plan was to make John Rodriguez a jump shooter and to not give him any easy looks inside. And I think we did a very good job at that. We wanted to guard inside, especially because that's how we got beat up before, as well as get back in transition. Because the last time we played you guys, you killed us in the transition game. So we made sure we got back. Our guard play was great. Kurt Phillips had a great game, double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds. We got a lot of offense. I feel like we got more offensive rebounds than that. I felt like we were pounding the glass pretty much. But the rebound, Markion got a big rebound off of a free throw at the very end. That kind of sealed the deal.
You guys got 2 big rebounds.
Yes. So
All
rebounding
free throws.
Free throws.
and our defense. I mean, we held you guys to 13 to 44 shooting. Our defense has come a long way. To hold you guys to around 30% shooting for the game is a huge improvement for us. So I'm very proud of the team, and I'm looking forward to playing against J Squad.
I just want to go on record saying this season for the faculty is going to fall at the feet of Shane Sally. It's all his fault.
You're putting that on him?
It's all Shane's fault. The faculty was built for a
What if
long
we
run in
lacked
the
What if
playoffs.
we lacked all season then? A big man.
That guy that you told me. said, "Oh, we just did the
Shane made
championship."
promises to me, and
That
he
big
broke
man.
them. He broke them.
I don't even know him, but he chose to work over us, over the faculty.
You know what? I now blame the city of Wilmington.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, guys.
great win for Prestige Worldwide.
It was.
Now, let's just hope they can capitalize on this win going forward.
Hold on. Well, I want to say one thing. This is the first time I've ever seen Jeff Lawson go 3 for 6 from the 3 and finish with 7 points. So obviously, the rules of the game must have just hated him this week, because how do you make 3 threes and get 7 points?
And only make 2 field goals. Something's wrong here.
It's okay. Sorry, Jeff. Only 7 points.
Andrew Healy did everything he could to try to keep us in this game. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He exceeded expectations. But at the end of the day,
Prestige. Hey, they move on.
procedural why we move on. And, you know, we also have to comment, DJ Macy took a tough injury. We wish him a speedy recovery.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard he's considering playing in next game regardless.
You know
With the
that.
sling on.
You know that guy. You know that list I have, the retirement guys. DJ might want to consider, because DJ was complaining about his hip before.
He's
the
like a
game.
magnet to injury.
He's really like
Injury just finds him.
He's injury prone. It's not. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want
last-
to joke about it too much, but like he's like the Don Potts of our team. Like he.
I was actually just going to comment. I knew one of them was going to go down this game. I knew one of them was going to go
He
down.
said last time he played, he hurt his calf against us.
Yeah.
Today,
came in.
before this game, he came in with a
hip.
hip injury, and then he actually injured his shoulder during the game.
So, I think the league is going to invest in a bubble that certain players are allowed to play in.
Yeah.
So,
I just have to go on record. This is a sad time. That this will be the last show ever because the faculty's out. Since the faculty's out, there will be no show. Unless Dan wants to come on and do
I'll
a
do it
little
by
monologue.
myself. I'll make I'll make cut out cardboards of you, and and sit you down.
Last
and act
show
like,
ever.
Yeah, and then
we pretty much repeat the same stuff every week, so you can just have it recorded.
yeah, that's true. I could do some like CGI stuff, because I'm definitely that advanced in video editing and all that. Just have versions of it here.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, when you're not here, you're usually working behind the scenes at like TNT or something,
yeah.
helping them out on their show.
Easy stuff.
You're actually feeding into Charles Barkley's ear what he has to say.
That's true.
Yeah, that's why his dialogue.
Do you
so,
say that
so
when-
terrible.
Must
Do you say terrible to him, and he just says
He
it
just
terrible?
messes it up.
Yeah, I'm the guy that has to talk to him and be like, listen, you gotta say terrible.
I think it's usually whatever Dan says. He's like, "That's terrible." Nobody knows like why he just says it like random times when really
Yeah.
he's just talking to his earpiece.
I don't know how I set up a job. It's amazing.
All right, thanks for checking us out this week, Dan. Thanks for taking it easy on us. But we will.
Yeah, I thought you were going to get a lot more fired up. Just gave us a game plan. That's
classy.
it. All right,
Classy. I'm staying classy.
Well, we stayed classy when we beat him, so
Oh yeah,
that was the
definitely.
right thing to do. It's the right thing to do.
And we stay classy after losing.
The only thing I'm upset about is if Dan had lost this week, we were guaranteed a paper toss and all fired up and frustrated, but we're not going to get it now. So we deprived all of the fans of seeing that. It's
Too bad.
all the faculty's fault. Faculty will come back next season,
Will they?
bigger
Is that a good
and
decision?
stronger. They're guaranteed to be back.
Yeah. Okay.
Just wait. We have a secret weapon.
Another guy that won't show up all season long.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
about
we
it.
had. I think we're going to add like a 7-footer that's not going to show up next season.
Okay.
So.
That's good.
All right, thanks for checking us out. We will see everyone in the B division plays this weekend. That's
Except for the fact
that's
that-
still remaining. Well, there's other teams that got knocked out too, but thank you. So we'll get to watch J Squad dismantle Prestige Worldwide. All right, see everyone on Sunday.